Barring something crazy, the Mizzou women's basketball team is pretty much in the NCAA tournament. But what seed the Tigers will get is still up in the air. A big game today as Mizzou and Auburn are right next to each other in a bunched up SEC. Sophie Cunningham and the Tigers also ranked 25th in the coaches poll and just outside the top 25 in the AP poll. Missouri trailed 26-22 at the half, but a huge third quarter. Another former Rockbridge Bruin, Sierra Porter, with a great move and the finish off the glass. She had 7 points. Then Cunningham to a wide open Lauren Aldridge, who drills the three. Aldridge had 9 points and got up to 1,000 points for her career. Then Amber Smith with a great look to Sophie for the lay-in. More Mizzou. Auburn tries to trap Akira Levy, but the Tigers get out of it, and that sets up Sophie for the three ball. She had 19 points. Missouri outscores Auburn 23-12 in the third quarter to take a 45-38 lead. Amber Smith inside. She had 10 points and 11 rebounds, but a terrible fourth quarter for Mizzou. Akira Levy left with a knee injury. Coach Pinson said the team fears it's serious in the post-game radio interview. Let's hope Levy, the energetic freshman, is okay. Mizzou only scores 9 points in the fourth and loses 58-54 at 8-6. Mizzou and Auburn and Georgia are in a three-way tie for fifth in the SEC standings. Meanwhile, the men's team had yet another double-digit conference lead, and for the fourth time this year, the Tigers couldn't hang on. Mizzou fell to 3-11 in the SEC. If the Tigers had held on to those four double-digit leads, Mizzou could be 7-7 in conference. Things looked great in the first half. Jordan Geist, late floater, gave the Tigers a 9-point halftime lead. He had 16 points. Javon Pickett had 15. Mizzou was up 12 with 17 minutes left, but the Florida Gators rallied. The Tigers had one last chance. 10 seconds left, down 2. Pickett gets a good look at the three, but misses. Mizzou falls 64-60. The Tigers are now just 12-14 overall. More Mizzou sports. The baseball team beat Rhode Island 7-0, taking 2 out of 3 for the series. It was another good outing for Jacob Canterbury, who threw 6 scoreless innings, striking out 10. Luke Mann and Chad McDaniel both get home runs as the Tigers are now 4-4 on the season. And the 5th-ranked Mizzou wrestling team beat former Big 12 rival Iowa State 23-15 tonight, finishing the regular season 16-1 in dual meets. Tolton's Jaden Ironman picked up his 5th straight pin, and Daniel Lewis got his 47th career pin, which ties him for 2nd in program history. Mizzou's back in action at the MAC Championships on March 8th. Moving to high school hoops, Blair Oaks won its district championship over Tolton 56-44 behind 15 points and 10 rebounds from Eric Northweather. The Falcons have won 17 straight games, and up next, a familiar local opponent at sectionals.
We'll enjoy this one and then get ready for Versailles, which that's a unique situation to make it to this point in the game, the sectional round, and play a conference school. So, we'll be familiar with each other, but sectional round, it's a different atmosphere, and it'll be rocking in Sedalia.
A 6 p.m. tip on Wednesday night, Blair Oaks won the season's earlier meeting with Versailles 84-63. Same district on the girls' side in a thriller between Blair Oaks and South Callaway. The Lady Falcons rallied from 10 down in the fourth quarter to send the game to overtime, but South Cal got the game-winning basket from Delaney Horstman, who had 26 points and 19 rebounds. South Callaway wins 48-46 for its 2nd straight district title. The Lady Bulldogs did it as a 4 seed in a very tough district.
This district is loaded, and the amount of boys and girls that are going home from this week and not being able to come back, it's an outstanding feeling to be here. We've been up against, and what I felt like we've matched up against some of the best teams in the state, and we look forward to the challenge again.
South Callaway will play Butler Wednesday night at 7:30 in the Sedalia sectional. To the NBA, the Raptors have won 7 straight, but no Kawhi Leonard tonight, so Jefferson City's OG Anunoby getting his 6th start of the season. Third quarter, OG hesitates, but he's left open, so he says, why not? Let me bury this 3. 6 rebounds and 5 points of the night for OG. But former Raptor Terrence Ross poured in 28 points off the bench. The Magic win 113-98. Despite the loss, OG and the Raptors are still 2nd in the East. On to hockey, the Blues have won 12 of the last 13, taking on the Wild in Minnesota. Third period, St. Louis down 1-0, and on the power play, Alex Pietrangelo with the slap shot for the game-tying goal. Take another look at this. The puck deflects off a Wild defender, and it goes in. A lucky break for the Blues. This game goes to overtime, and Ryan Donato beats Jake Allen. The Blues lose 2-1, but St. Louis is still in 5th in the Western Conference and in good position to make the playoffs. From the ice to the baseball diamond, yes, that's right. Crazy to think about, but spring training underway this week, and after adding all-stars like reliever Andrew Miller and first baseman Paul Goldschmidt, there's a lot of hope for St. Louis going into the season. There's a look at Goldschmidt making the start at first. The Cards got him in a trade with the D-backs. Matt Carpenter in the other corner at third base. Michael Wacha got the start on the mound. He allowed 1 run in 2 innings of work, but did get that strikeout. Tough day for the offense. But here's a bright spot as Tyler O'Neill with a line shot that gets over the wall in a hurry for a solo homer. Former Cardinal prospect Jacob Wilson hit a home run for Washington. The Nationals win big 12-2. The Royals not on local TV today, but Kansas City picked up 16 hits in a 14-5 win over the A's. The Royals are 2-0 in spring training. Finishing with NASCAR in the Folds of Honor, Quick Trip 500, 33 laps to go. Brad Keselowski passes Joey Logano, and Keselowski goes on to win the Quick Trip 500. So many local teams to recap between the boys and girls. We had more than a dozen high school district champions, and how about this? The Rockbridge girls dance team won a national championship in the team performance tonight. So congrats to the Lady Bruins.
It's very exciting.
Absolutely.
It's not a bad time to sit inside and watch sports.